December 1975 at the age of 26 years old. Srila Prabhupada ordered Maharaj to preach Lord Chaitanya's message by organizing Padayatra, walking festival worldwide. The first leg of the journey was from Vrindavan to Mayapur. We would love to hear this, Maharaj, how the journey was.
Oh.
And in good course of time, the visit we can organize the same.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Okay, so for this opportunity to long time no see. I used to be a pretty regular visitor of New Zealand in good old days. Really, have so many fond memories of my visit of New Zealand and me doing Padayatra also in New Zealand with Yashoda Dullal Prabhu and so many others, Kala Samvara Prabhu and all those leaders, Christchurch and Auckland, and I even planted a tree in Christchurch. I don't know how that tree is doing. This was part of the centennial 1996 plantation. In the memory of Srila Prabhupada, we planted one tree there. Anyway, so I'm just excited to have this opportunity to address devotees in New Zealand. Of course, this is the International Shravan Kirtan Festival, which ISKCON Auckland has organized, so it is international. So we are not only devotees from New Zealand, Auckland, but from other parts of the world also. So, and you have organized this, you're calling it International Shravan Kirtan Festival, right? I think that's the name. And this is a great time to conduct festival, Shravan Kirtan festival. Prabhupada just arrived on 17th of September. Prabhupada's arrival in America, and there's a lot to talk about that, a lot of Shravan Kirtan. And we have organized this festival also, which is getting concluded today. I think your festival is also kind of, this is the last day. We started on 17th. I think you also started on 17th in New Zealand, this international Shravan Kirtan Utsav or festival. So, the Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day in the middle of this, another Shravan Kirtan topic. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur's disappearance day just a few days ago. And I would especially say or remind you, if you knew, then it is a reminder, or if you did not know this, then this is a news for you, that Shukdev Goswami, he conducted Shravan Kirtan festival, or he recited Srimad Bhagavatam, and which was for 7 days. It started on Navami of month of Bhadrapad, bright fortnight, 9th day, Navami, and it was concluded on Purnima, Bhadra Purnima. So we are celebrating anniversary of Srila Shukdev Goswami's first ever Bhagavatam recitation Shravan Kirtan festival. And on the occasion, I think the whole world, especially, shouldn't say India only or India especially. Everybody is distributing sets of Bhagavatam. I have something we are calling, I'm sure, we are calling, we includes you also. We are calling that Bhadra campaign. Sets of Bhagavatam are being distributed globally. Target is some 20, 30, 40,000 sets of Bhagavatam to be distributed this year as a Bhadra Purnima campaign. And Bhadra Purnima being the Purnahuti day, the Shukdev Goswami's recitation was concluded on full moon day, Bhadra Purnima day. So lots of Shravan Kirtan activities these days, or topics for Shravan Kirtan. For Shravan Kirtan. And you in New Zealand, Auckland, well, I mean, I think you have various topics, Shravan Kirtan, and you have asked me to talk of Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki. Because what do I know? But what to do? You have ordered me, so I better say something, deliver some sort of goods for your pleasure of course, Srila Prabhupada and Partha Sarthi, the Partha's Sarthi, the chariot driver of Arjuna, for his pleasure. Something that he spoke himself. So, Om Adnyanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We offer our most humble obeisances unto Vasudev, son of Vasudev. He also just took birth on Janmashtami day. That's another Shravan Kirtan topic. And Radha Ashtami ki jai, Radha appeared, and that's another Shravan Kirtan topic. But now I'm going to stick to Bhagavad Gita, Haribol. Someone else is also talking. So, what to say? Bhagavad Gita, Song of God. Although he spoke it, Gita says, Sri Bhagavana Uvacha. Uvacha means said or spoke. The title says Geet, Bhagavad Gita. His speech was so it doesn't say speech or talk. Talks of Bhagavan. No, song of Bhagavan, song of God. It's so sweet, and it is not in a prose, it is a poetry, so it is song in that sense also. And so Lord has personally spoken this song or has sung this song. Yeah, that is why it becomes very special, or he is matchless. Mattaha parataram no anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. He has declared, no one is equal to me. No one is superior to me. Asamordhvam, asamordhvam. No one is some equal. Urdhvam, no one is above him. So that Lord is speaking, so his speech, his song has to be also asamordhvam. No song comes near or closer, or no equation cannot be equalized, or nothing better could be had than this song of Krishna. We don't say song of God. It is because we know that God's name we know, so we say song of Krishna. Ya swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmat vinisritaha. So what is Bhagavad Gita? Ya Gita. Ya means that Gita. Ya swayam padmanabhasya. Lotus navel's Lord, Padmanabhasya mukha padmat. From his lotus mouth, the song emanated, words emanated, and that is Bhagavad Gita. So couldn't we very easily say it is Bhagavad Gita is non-different from the Lord? It is part of the Lord. Lord spoke. And so again, applying that siddhant, Om Purnam Adaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate, whatever emanates from the Lord is also Purnam. Lord is Purnam, and then Bhagavad Gita is Purnam, but Bhagavad Gita is non-different from the Lord. Lord is eternal, so is Bhagavad Gita eternal. Hari Hari. So the Gita Mahatmya, the glories of Srimad Bhagavad Gita says that Saravo Upanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Partho Vatsaha Sudhir Bhokta Gita Amritam Mahat. Did you get that? Yes, it says, imagine or not imagine, okay, imagine. Upanishads have become or assumed the form of a cow. Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam. In the Bhagavatam it says that the Vedic, anyway, I will not get into that. So let's just stick to this Gita Mahatmya statement. Yeah, so Upanishads have assumed the form of a cow. Okay, there's a cow, and then Dogdha Gopalanandanaha. Gopal, Krishna, has become Dogdha. He is milking. He is milking this cow. Okay, the cow is there. There has to be calf also. So Vatsaha. Partho Vatsaha. Partha. Arjun is the calf. And Krishna is getting the essence of Upanishads out of the cow, or the essence of the cow is milk here. And the calf is Arjun, who is drinking. And Arjun has said, Nasto moha smritir labdha tvat prasadat maya achyuta, in 18 chapters. He has compared Bhagavad Gita with prasad. oh, you have fed me prasad in the form of this 17 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Why did I not say 18 chapters? Because first chapter, Krishna hasn't spoken. He spoke only few words. It is mostly Arjun Gita. Arjun has spoken. I think, according to me, all the speculations, all manodharma, Arjun went on talking and talking and talking. So only in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna begins talking. So these 17 chapters, you have fed me. This is prasad. So that prasad, we could say this is milk prasad, dugdha prasad. And dugdha is coming from this cow. Cow is all the Upanishads. Gita is also called Gita Upanishad. Gita Upanishad. You will see that in Bhagavad Gita as it is. Gita as described, mentioned as a Gita Upanishad. So the Arjun is a calf, and Sudhir Arjun, and then so he is enjoying Mahaprasad, and then Mahaprasad is enjoyed by the Sudhir, the intelligent folks, like right now you are, including myself. I'm enjoying. As I'm talking, I'm also hearing. I'm doing Shravana and Kirtan, and hopefully that has to result in remembrance, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam. So Gita Amritam Mahat. So like this, Gita Amrit is great. All glories to Gita Amrit of Bhagavad Gita. And the glories have been just now described. Gita and the cow, the Upanishads and the cows, and Krishna is drinking. Intelligent folks also are enjoying. And so this is a glory of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Hari Hari. So this recitation of Bhagavad Gita by Krishna, this is a pastime. Everything is a pastime. Everything that Lord does or speak or move or think, or He's thinking, He's feeling, He's willing, He's doing things. It's all Leela. I don't have to define what is Leela, what is pastime. So I think you will be convinced pastime. So I think you will be convinced that I'm just pointing out, reminding myself and ourselves that Lord Sri Krishna was in Kurukshetra at least for 18 days. The battlefield, the battle lasted for 18 days, which is described in Mahabharata, which has 18 parvas or cantos. And in one of those parvas called Bhishma Parva, one parva is called Bhishma Parva. In that parva, there are 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, beginning with 25th chapter, goes on to I think 42. 25th, 42. Is that 18? 18. Those 18 chapters of Mahabharata, of Parva, Bhishma Parva, is Bhagavad Gita. And then there were also 18 Akshohini divisions. This is a play of 18, 18, 18, 18. 18 days of battlefield of Kurukshetra. Mahabharata has 18 cantos. Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. And yeah, so, and there are Akshoni divisions. There are the total from Pandava's side, there were 7 Akshohini divisions. And from Kaurav's side, there were 11, 11 plus, grand total is 18, right? So Krishna has come on the scene at Kurukshetra here, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yuyutsavaha, Mamakaha, Pandavaschaiva, Kim Kurvata Sanjaya, and the whole scene. Now do I have to set the scene? Yeah, this statement is from Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Bhagavad Gita begins with Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Doesn't begin with Bhagavan Uvacha. It begins with Dhritarashtra Uvacha. He's the first one to talk. And luckily, he's only talking once and only once. First chapter, only one verse. And then microphone is taken away from him. And then Sanjay is talking. He is giving running commentary, in fact. Sanjay is doing the running commentary. Sanjay is sitting there at Hastinapur, and he is giving the whole running commentary, you understand. All the events which are taking place several hundred miles apart, away from Hastinapur, are being described by Sanjay. That's why lots of Sanjay Uvacha is there. And Vyasa Prasada Shrutavan. Anyway, whatever comes to my mind, I'm going to say this. So towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, Sanjay has said, Vyasa Prasada Shrutavan. Honest is the best policy, right? So, how am I able to say all this? What I'm saying this to Dhritarashtra? This is because of the Vyasa Prasadat, because of the merciful arrangement of Srila Vyasadeva, who had come to Hastinapur, and he had proposed through Dhritarashtra. I could give you eyes to see, but then he said, no, thank you very much for this offer. Don't give me eyes to see. I know what I will end up seeing. My sons getting devastated or crushed or killed. No, please let me remain blind. And then Vyasadeva had turned to Sanjay and says, okay, I give you special vision. I will give you vision, special vision, so that you could do dur darshan. You could have a television, dur darshan. You will be sitting here, but you will be able to see what's all that is going on. And not only you will be able to see what is happening, but you will be also able to know what they are thinking and feeling and willing, and all. Nothing would be hidden from you. So after relaying this Bhagavad Gita and other events, Bhagavad Gita especially here, as we were talking about Bhagavad Gita, Sanjay says, Vyasa Prasada Shrutavan. I was able to hear because of Vyasadeva. And okay, so I'm just trying to say that we should understand this Krishna's stay and his activities there, Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, as a pastimes. This is all. This is Krishna Leela. And okay, so I'm just trying to say that we should understand this Krishna's stay and his activities there, Kurukshetra, Dharmakshetra, Kurukshetra, as a pastimes. This is all. This is Krishna Leela. This is Krishna Leela. This is There's a Vrindavan Leela, there's a Mathura Leela, there's a Dwarka Leela, there is a Kurukshetra Leela. Lord is performing. And the main Leela is this recitation of Bhagavad Gita. This is his pastime, which has not lasted. Krishna could talk very fast, some 45 minutes or so. And and this is all history. Mahabharata, right? Mahabharata. This is a Prabhupada. Yeah, that Prabhupada describes, and it could be understood that way also. That this is a history of Greater India, and this was the World War. The historians, they have not taken note of this. The First World War, 1918. Second World War, 1940s. What about this war? Dharma kshetre kurush mamaka pandava sheva kim kurvata sanjaya. With the desire to fight with each other, they have assembled, and so this is a world war. There's a good chance that Australians and New Zealanders, I don't know how you say it, the down under wallas, they also must have participated. The Astras, those days were stored in Australia. Australaya became Australia. So you were certainly part of this world war. This is a world war. So, so Krishna has a role, as we know. He's supposed to be there, but not fighting, battling. So he has taken a humble position, chariot driver of Arjun. All glories to Sri Krishna. He has become Sarathi of Partha. Partha's Sarathi. Could you imagine this? Difficult to imagine. Supreme personality of Godhead becomes a driver, chariot driver. Svetair hayair yukte mahati shandane sthito. Yeah, the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita describes that chariot. Svetai, the white horses were pulling that chariot. Mahati Shandane Sthito. And that chariot was sturdy and decorative, and Mahati Shandane Sthito. Sthito, and two personalities were situated in that chariot. That is Arjun. Divyo Shankho Pradadmatu, and both of them, as they were coming on the scene, they started blowing their conch shells. Divyo Shankho Pradadmatu. Arjun was really fired up. His blood was boiling, and he was had a high spirit. And then he said, no, could you bring my chariot closer to the army so that I could take a close look at those who wish to fight with me? Who are they? Please show me. And then Krishna has responded by bringing the chariot. He has become that Murlidhar. That Murlidhar has become Rajudhar. Raju means rope. He has a rope in which hand? He has a rope in one hand, he has a whip in another hand. And if I showed my one hand with the whip, now you know. Anyway, this is something that we should also be knowing. Then you have to be someone from the village, farmer. I was born like that, so I very well know. I never drove chariots, but I did drive bullock carts during my childhood days. And that is the reason Prabhupada picked me up. You travel with the bullock cart, every town, every village, and spread the holy name of the Lord. So I got my job. And I was in business, I am in business, driving bullock carts or walking. So then as chariot was, Krishna brought the chariot forward, and then, so this is all Leela, this is all Leela of the Lord, right? Driving the chariot. Senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapaya, and he was told, Krishna was told, Senayor ubhayor madhye, in between the two armies, sthapaya. You had to situate my chariot in between the two armies. As Krishna did that, and Arjuna was taking a closer look at the enemy camp, and as he was seeing, Krishna also wanted to show him, give some interpretation or understanding of what he was seeing. Pasya, pasyayetan, samavetan, kurun. These are the only words, pasya, etan, samavetan, kurun. These are only 4 or 5 words that Krishna has spoken in first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That's it. There is no other. Everything else is either Sanjay Uvacha or Arjuna Uvacha, and there is no Bhagavan Uvacha in first chapter. So as Arjuna, and then his high spirit was extinguished. Oh, I had to fight with Kurun. And there's a whole description there in first chapter, and then Arjun, Siddhanti mama gatrani. Arjun said that. Look, my whole body is trembling. Mukham cha parishishyati, my mouth is drying up. And what else? And the Gandev is sansrati hasta. My bow and arrow, they're slipping right out of my hand. And you expect me to fight? And then Arjuna has gone on and on and on and on. In conclusion, he said, okay, now you say, I'm not going to fight. And he sits down. Hari Hari. And then Krishna has taken over. Of course, Arjuna is admitting that Karpanya dosho apahat, my miserliness, my lowly, not holy, but lowliness. And I'm just bewildered. I don't know what to do. And you are the one, Shreyaha, whatever is beneficial for me, Bruhitan, may you please tell that to me. And Shishyaste aham shadhi mam tvam prapannam, I am soul surrendered unto you, please instruct me. Okay, as now Arjuna has taken that humble position. Now now the dialogue is possible, right? There's appeal from Arjun's side. Earlier only monologue was, only Arjun was talking, and but now there's a time for some vad. No vad vivad. Samvad, a dialogue. And then the dialogue gets going. When going gets tough, tough gets going. So during these tough times for Arjun, or he was imagining that way. Samvad has exactly, because it's a history, means everything historical and archaeological, and you could even go to the Kurukshetra, which I had been to Kurukshetra maybe dozens of times. Anyone amongst you, Madhav Sevak, did he ever go to Kurukshetra or others? So it's worth visiting. You should visit Kurukshetra. So that spot where the chariot stood in between two armies and then Gita was spoken, that location is very well known. That is in fact the center of Kurukshetra. That is where the action of the real thing, the essence of Mahabharata, this Bhagavad Gita dialogue took place there. And during early morning hours, the Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Why early morning hours, we say? Because this was Dharma Yuddha. Not only it was Dharma Kshetra, but the kind of battle that was about to commence was going to be Dharma Yuddha also. To establish Dharma, Yuddha to battling so that Dharma is established. Or Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira Maharaj is enthroned, and so you could make different meanings of this Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, and Bhagavad Gita is going to be spoken. So and there is Dharma Yuddha. We're talking Dharma Yuddha, and Dharma Yuddhas begin when sun is rising in the east. They blow conch shells. They challenge, get the enemy ready. Not that while enemy is sleeping at night time, you go. That's a cowardly act. You just go on throwing bombs, then flee in fear. This is the age of Kali. They have no clue of what Dharma Yuddha and what Dharma is, then Dharma Yuddha. So sunrise time, the battle would begin all the way to sunset, till sunset. Yuddha is happening. So that day, it was also Ekadasi day, called Mokshada. Commencing was Mokshada Ekadasi, who was going to be, lots of liberations are going to happen in fact. And we could very easily say that Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. He is letting Arjuna know, or letting the world know that I appear in every age to do what? To protect my devotees and to destroy, kill the demons. This Kurukshetra is going to be, there's going to be mass killing, wholesale killing. Lots of killing is going to happen. But I was just hearing Prabhupada's talk today, and this is a known fact also that Krishna, while killing, that is also mercy of Krishna. If someone could be killed by Krishna or in presence of Krishna, all glories to him. And this is not understood, was not understood by Mahatma Gandhi, who was trying to get the essence of Bhagavad Gita as ahimsa, non-violence. How could God kill? What kind of God is he? So I don't believe that battle really happened and Krishna really inspired Arjuna to kill. Right? Oh, this Dharma Kshetra, so this is how they miss the bus, they miss the sense of Bhagavad Gita or that pastime, they miss Krishna. Oh, Kurukshetra means the body is a chariot, the senses are Pandavas, and done like that allegorical way, and then the whole history drain. The interpreters like Mahatma Gandhi and others do. Okay, Mamekam Sharanam Vraj Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshisha. Then another person would come on the scene, like Dr. Radha Krishnan. He not to Krishna who is in front of Arjuna, but someone within Krishna is finished this way. So, well, what could we say? Krishna is never understood, or the essence of Bhagavad Gita or the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is not served by listening to these kind of interpretations. That is why Bhagavad Gita as it is key is very, very important. So then, so the pastime, killing pastime is going to take place in Kurukshetra. For your information, 64 crores people were killed. And in fact, they were camping, and some would come just to watch the wrestling. Like when there's wrestling, pahalwans come, wrestlers come, so many others come to watch the match. So like that, because there's no fear, this is Dharma Yuddha. We are not here to battle, fight. See, we have no weapons, so they are not touched. So people would come and watch the battle. So like that, and so many other assistants and Shudras and the chariot repairers and this and that, the cooks and company, and whole Pandava family was there. The children of the Pandavas they were just children, but they were also camping there at Kurukshetra. So, what I was going to say is 64 crore, and you don't understand probably. I think you do, as I'm watching the faces. Otherwise, 640 million people were killed. There's a lot of people, right? So there was a big population. Now they say, oh, population has increased, population has increased. Take note of the figures mentioned, the population mentioned in Mahabharata, and you will realize these ups and downs goes on. Oh, okay, that's the side point. So, so Krishna has spoken, and to Arjuna. In fact, Krishna wanted to speak to all of us. Dhir, Prashant, and Radha Padma, and Bhakti Vinod. I'm just looking at different names here. Sweta Manjari. He meant to talk to all of us, because his message was not for one person. In fact, he did not even need it. Bhagavad Gita is meant to make anybody, everybody into devotee, right? To make us into devotees. Let us know who we are His, we are His. Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. You are my parts and parcels, you belong to me. Krishna says, Aham Bijaha Pradaha Pita, I am seed giving father of all the living entities. You are mine, you belong to me. And come back to me. He has also said, he always Avakaha, Yad Gatva Nanivartante Tadhama Paramam Mama. I reside in the abode, and he has described sun, moon, electricity in my abode. I am the sun there. Krishna Surya, I am the sun, I am the moon. Krishna Chandra, I am. There is no need of additional Chandra and Surya. And Yadgatvani Vartante Tadhama Paramam Mama. So my abode, so Lord has given very basic, foundational, not only information meant to transform us, for purpose of transformation. He has given information also, and he has given lifestyle. Yoga karma sukaushalam. Yoga karma sukaushalam. The lifestyle. Become yogi. Yogi bhava. You all become yogis, and then the sense of Bhagavad Gita is that bhakti yoga also. Jnana yoga. Okay. Ashtanga yoga. But then he says, end of the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Yoginam api sarvesham madgaten antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. Of all the yogis, bhakti yogi is the topmost. So then other interpreters, the Bhashyakars, they will say, like here in Maharashtra or Lokmanya, he writes, he has been arrested by the Britishers, and he is in Mandalay in Burma, and he has nothing else to do now. He is imprisoned. So he writes commentary on Bhagavad Gita, and he gives the title to his Gita, like Prabhupada has given Bhagavad Gita as it is. He gives the title, the Rahasya, Gita Rahasya. Karma Yoga. Essence of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. So they do not understand. Jumping, and I understood. Have a patience, go to the next yoga, read Jnana Yoga, read Ashtanga Yoga, go, keep going. And then Krishna is going to say, Yoginam api, sarvesham. All these I have listed, this, that, of all these yogis, Bhakti yogi is the topmost. So Krishna has given us, all the living entities, occupation, and that is Bhagavad Gita. Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. One is enough. This also Gita Mahatmya says, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gitam. Bhagavad Gita is enough. Gita su Gita kartavyaha kim manye shastra vistarai karmapyekam, and only one activity for all, everywhere, wherever the living entities are, in west, east, down under, and here and there. One occupation, tasya devasya seva, devotional service of that Vasudeva Devaki or Yashodanandan and Nanda. And Nanda Yashoda. And mantra also, one mantra. Tasya namani yani. In Gita, Krishna says, Satatam kirtayanto mam. Satatam kirtayanto mam. It's not much. It's on the battlefield. Both armies are ready to go, and then Krishna, see how kind of context Krishna has created to deliver his most important message or dialogue, or Krishna-Arjuna dialogue. So Krishna has, even the message of Gita, the sense of Gita is meant for each one of us. Not only for Arjuna. I was going to, well, time is getting finished, so I better not open any new topics, new pools of visions now. So, and then, Bhagavad Gita as it is so many interpretations, hundreds of editions available in the market in hundreds of languages, but they are not making devotees of Krishna. This is Prabhupada used to say, or this is ISKCON's claim. But since Bhagavad Gita as it is has been presented, you could see so many hundreds and thousands of souls are understanding, and they're realizing they are having some, and they will have more self-realization and Krishna realization, and their relationship with Krishna and the goal of life. So Krishna has also, he's inviting us, in fact, back to home, back to him. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mama eva eshasi satyam te. This is one of the last statement of Krishna. Mama eva eshasi satyam te. You will come back to me. You just do what? Manship me. Offer obeisances unto me. Krishna also has said this as guhyataram. I have spoken something that is guhya, confidential. Then I spoke something guhyatar, more confidential. And now I am going to speak to you most confidential, guhyatamam. Having said this, then Krishna said, manmana, this statement. And also, the day I was given sannyas along with Sridhar Swami and Putra Swami from France and Canada, France respectively, we went to Prabhupada's quarter and Krishna Balaram temple, and so I think this is the sense of Bhagavad Gita must be that when we ask Prabhupada some instructions for us, and Prabhupada said, Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. You do this without duplicity. He also said, without duplicity. And mama eva precious yatyamte, and going back to Krishna, the perfection could be achieved. So, as Krishna spoke this message to Arjuna, and then you could see Krishna was like that. In the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita, we know he's bewildered and confused and not ready to fight, means serve the Lord. As he hears Bhagavad Gita, then what does Arjuna say? Then it says, Nasto moha. My moha, illusion is finished. Gata sandeha, I have no doubts. Sthitosmi, I am settled now. And what will I do? I am ready to go. So he was surrendered and ready to act, to execute the will of the Lord. So this is the intended outcome or result of hearing Bhagavad Gita, reading Bhagavad Gita. See what happened to Arjuna. And something very similar is happening to all those who are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is. Anybody, everybody on the planet reads that Bhagavad Gita, we are seeing very similar effects. Nasto moha, my illusion is gone. Yes, some of you are able to say that. From the time I started reading Bhagavad Gita, and no more doubts, gata sandeha, and I'm ready to go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Means also ready to go. In fact, those who have understood Bhagavad Gita, they will take to the chanting also. If they are not taking to the chanting, means they haven't understood Bhagavad Gita fully or really. You must have next item. My time is up, and I don't know if there is any question of having any questions, answer session. So I will let Krishna Chandra Prabhu take over. Haribo.
One question. Arjuna heard Krishna from Krishna directly. So why is not in the parampara?
He is not in parampara?
I mean, he's not mentioned in our parampara.
He's certainly in parampara. Or of different kind of parampara. Krishna also said in fourth chapter, Praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu. Rajarsis listened to Bhagavad Gita. So he is not a sadhu or mahatma type. He is just a grahastha and he is a kshatriya. So he is not in that list. Parampara. Guru Sishyas, that parampara is there. But Arjuna, as Krishna said, the saintly persons hear Bhagavad Gita in parampara. So Arjuna is hearing that way. And his duty is to make sure Bhagavad Gita is delivered in parampara. He is an administrator. He is not a Brahmin. He is not a acharya. He is a kshatriya. So.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for beautifully presenting Bhagavad Gita to all of us. Thank you so much for taking the time out here. Is there anyone else who would like to ask any questions? You're most welcome. I have got one question. Towards the end, Maharaj, you did mention that